How did this dark and moody alt metal song end with one of the smoothest and sexiest drops we've ever heard from this genre?
Did I mistake you for a sign from God?
Sleep Token has released a series of singles that has defied our expectations and made us question what it means to be a modern alternative band. Their most popular single, The Summoning, has sort of gone viral, thanks in part to a super smooth and sexy R&B breakdown that caught everyone by surprise.
Did I mistake you for a sign from
What?
God? Did I mistake you for a sign from God?
Yep.
Did I mistake you for a sign from God?
And then this is like funk.
Are you really here to cut me off?
Yeah.
Many music lovers and musicians alike were left wondering, how the hell do you pull that off? How did such a dark, heavy, moody alternative metal track end with a smooth and sexy R&B breakdown? In this video, we're explaining the 3 elements Sleep Token used to create one of the most unique and creative transitions I've ever had the pleasure of listening to. The first element is a clever use of tempo and timing to give the illusion of the music feeling much slower than it was before. After hearing the smooth, funky R&B section, you might think that they had to slow the tempo way down to get there. But here's the twist. The tempo actually stays the same throughout the entire song. So let's break it down. The main riff we hear in the intro has a unique meter that might be hard to follow. There's a few extra beats that you wouldn't expect to hear, which might throw you for a loop. The chorus and heavy screaming section are in a simpler 4/4 meter, easy to headbang to, but the tempo remains steady. So let's talk about the transition. Before the R&B breakdown, there's this trippy ambient electronic section. At first it seems like there is no tempo, but if you listen closely to some of the rhythmic electronic sounds and the moving piano part, you'll realize the tempo hasn't changed. When the R&B drop hits, the tempo feels slower because the drums switch to a halftime, meaning the patterns take twice as long. This creates a slowed down, intimate vibe with lots of space for Vessel's vocals to shine. So they keep the original tempo but use a halftime approach during the breakdown, making the section feel much more relaxed, open, and very enticing.
These days, I would be lying if I told you that.
Now let's talk about the second secret behind this viral transition, the lyrical theme. The beginning of this section feels like a vintage love letter straight out of the 1950s. To this point, Sleep Token's lyrics have hinted at heartbreak and lost love, but this might be their boldest and most sensual lyrical moment yet. While earlier lyrics were open to interpretation, there's no denying the steamy undertones here. If you had heard this section alone, you'd swear it's from a different song. It's that musically distinct. But even in this new sonic landscape, the lyrics are brought back full circle. These lines are the exact same that we heard in the beginning verse of the song, and we're hearing them again in this closing section.
I've got a river running right into you. I've got a blood trail red in the blue. I've got a river running right into you. I've got a blood trail red in the blue.
So lyrically, they're actually repeating the first verse, despite the music having a much slower and more sensual feel than it did before. The remainder of the lyrics repeat lines we've heard in the earlier sections of the song.
You got my body, flesh and bone. The sky above, the earth below.
Giving the listener a sense of familiarity, even if they didn't notice that the lyrics were repeated. And that brings us to our third and final ingredient to this song's success. So we just learned that the beginning of this track uses rhythms that are kind of hard to follow. Although uncommon in most pop music, odd meters are frequently used by movie composers to create tension and discord during the most suspenseful scenes. Now, I don't want to get too philosophical, but discomfort and unpredictability are natural parts of life. They're part of the human story. To me, the tension and discord in music is what makes the beautiful parts even more beautiful, and Sleep Token are masters at making this happen. Throughout the track, tension is created in various ways. In the heavier sections of the song, the tension is further heightened by the extreme distortion in the guitars, the heavy drum patterns, and the shrieks and screams in the vocals. When the R&B breakdown finally arrives, it serves as a cathartic release of all the built-up tension to that point. The halftime drums, the sultry lyrics, and Vessel's smooth, soulful delivery create a sense of resolution, both musically and emotionally. All of these elements are perfectly combined to make the sexiest breakdown we've ever heard in a metal track. And there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this quick musical journey with me. I'm a brand new baby channel, so I'd greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. If you have a favorite song or band that you'd like me to cover on the channel, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.